What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today playing some Idle Heroes, but it's not on my account. What is this noise looking up here? You might see a picture of a super hot schmexy somebody. That's right, it's an Asmo. It is an Asmo, and I don't have an Asmo, so how did I get one? Well, I didn't. Humongous thank you, just a massively gigantic whale-sized thank you to Jessie Luis. I think I said that last name right, could be wrong. This actually isn't her account, but she got the guy who owns the account to watch my videos, and as such, trickle down the road. Here we sit today, ready to do some E3 Asmo business. So humongous thank you to Jessie. I super duper appreciate it. It's awesome. But also, there's really no way I can play on this account and not say thank you to Nick as well. Huge thank you for trusting me with your account. I know it's definitely not easy these days, especially when you put a lot of time and money into your account to lend those out to other people, so thank you a ton. It does mean a lot to me. It makes the day much easier to make content for, so that's 2 big thumbs up from me. But with that said, let's get to it. We have, boop, Asmo. But not just any regular Asmo, we have an Asmo with skin, which means immediately plus 5 million power. Anytime you have a skin on, you're doing good. So any hoodles, we've swapped a little bit of gear around here on the Asmo. He does run a double crit stone, which isn't a bad deal. I have heard a few people say double attack is stronger for bursting his marks, because his marks scale off his attack, not his crit. Boop, like so. Percent of his attack is damage. So I've heard that's a pretty good stone, but also the person I fought the other day in the arena was running double crit and he pooped all over me with it, so I would say it's still pretty good no matter how you slice it. I'm running reduced damage on him because I kind of want him to be really tanky and not get one shot really quick, because if he can survive, he can probably burst people down. But we're going to run a couple of different things today. Before we jump into PvP, which is where Asmo's most at home, or he used to be most at home, we're going to do a little bit of PvP. You might know, or PvE I said, sorry, words are hard. You might notice though, we don't have an ideal PvE line here. This is Nick's PvP account, so we don't have Heartwatcher, Bellrain, Cruce, those really important units to take your damage just sky high. We don't have those. But that's not a big deal. We can still get a good idea of Asmo's baseline damage in PvE without supporting units. And that's actually still pretty important to know, because it shows you how much room for improvement there actually is. So we're going to go into PvE today, do a little bit of broken spaces to start things off, just to kind of see where Asmo lands. I have swapped his enables up for PvE really quick with an attack boost and extra damage versus people with higher health than he does. I want to leave resilience on just because I don't have to use the deer monster to keep him alive. I'd like to use the snake monster to help boost his damage. Same for scary over here. Double attack buffs and this. Everybody else is probably going to die. I'm like 90% sure they will. Without E3, it's kind of rough. I mean, Demon Hunter might last a little while. But it's kind of rough to keep things alive in Wave 3 broken spaces, which is what we're going to be doing today. A little bit of the Hell Strike, because I like the Hell Strike. It works for me. It's one of my favorite places to test. However, all of the broken spaces here are on Wave 3. They're not on Wave 1 or 2, which Wave 2 is really like my ideal testing ground, because you can get away with just about anything, so you can kind of push just max damage and go crazy with it. But over here, we're on Wave 3. So we've got to tough it out, go against Wave 3 bosses, and eat a lot of damage. So we're going to jump in. We're going to do it. We're going to run the Snake Monster just how it is. He does have a Rainbow Aura, which is, I guess, kind of nice. Boosts a little bit of stats here. I'm not expecting huge damage from really anything on the back end here. These are pretty much PvP units unless they're built strictly for PvE, which I wouldn't say they are because it's a PvP account. So anyways, we're going to jump in, drop a little fight here with the Snake Monster, which means the team's probably going to die, but I think E3 Asmo with reduced damage and E3 Scary with reduced damage probably will be okay. We'll run this in double time. We're running double time up to like Wave 10, even though there is no Heartwatcher here, just because. That's how you do it for me. The early waves are just kind of waves, weeding out the weaklings, letting the people die. And as you can see, Dark Arthrodol goes down. Little side note, cliff note, I don't know what you call a footnote, I don't know, some kind of note. Apparently, it looks like Dark Arthrodol is the one they're going to rework. We're not in Wave 10 yet. So he's already got the E1 Dark Arthrodol as well, so pretty much he's lined up his account for all the reworks. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, here we go. I guess we'll slow it down at round 8. Jara's still alive. The good thing about Jara in PvE even if you don't build her for raw damage, if you just build her to stay alive, she does have an attack drain, which is pretty handy. Lowering the attack of enemies is pretty handy for your survival in PvE. Asmo and Scary, of course, with reduced damage here, not really getting destroyed on. They're actually doing pretty well. So we're going to kind of see how this ends out. Every time, again, as Asmo gets hit, he puts his crit strike mark on people, which is just fantastic. It's not quite as potent when you're only fighting 2 enemies, of course, because it obviously gets a much bigger boost when you hit 6 enemies, or 6 enemies hit you, because then you get a huge stack of damage. But in this case, it still works out. 123 million damage. Now, you might be like, Wrath, that's kind of low damage. Of course it is. There's no Heart Watcher or Bellrain in this lineup. You can't expect crazy PvE damage. But as you can see, with literally no buffs, no buffing units whatsoever to increase Asmo's damage, he drops 60 to almost 63 million damage. You're like, well, that's not crazy. It's not crazy with if you had buffs. Without buffs, though, that's pretty intense. Heart Watcher's going to easily double that damage on her own, like no sweat. Then you've got Bellrain's attack boost you can factor in, Cruce's weaken if you throw a Cruce in there as well, plus the extra skill damages you're going to get. Pretty insane. I would say you could easily get your Asmo well over 200 million damage with a PvE lineup, which, again, you're like, well, what's the point? Scary is obviously the king of PvE, but yeah, you have to have like 3 or 4 Scaries to be doing like the king damage. You can still hit really hard with 2 Scaries, don't get me wrong. But you need multiples. With Asmo, he will already work in any line that has a Heart Watcher, a Cruce, Bellrain. Throw him in there. He's going to drop respectable damage, and that's nice. Going from a hero that really wasn't very good in PvE before to a hero that now drops pretty insane damage in PvE, but also duels is a very, very solid PvP hero. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. So that's pretty hot. 62 million damage without buffs. I'm impressed. I is impressed. So anyways, you want to do that again? You want to do it again? Do we? Nah, I want to get into PvP. I want to do some PvP action. So we're going to jump over here, swap the enables back. I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. I might. It's not going to happen. I believe in myself. All right, we're going to drop, I'm going to go with Vitality on him, mainly because I want him to stay alive. That's just kind of what I want him to do. I don't want him to die, because if he can kind of tank his way through the waves, he might be able to just one-shot burst people, and that's going to be really handy. So obviously I want to reduce the amount of crit damage he takes as well. That seems pretty important. So that's just the very basic 3 enables, but it gives him a good amount of attack. Still 100,000 attack, but a really solid amount of HP, plus that reduced damage is great. When you pair it with his last passive here, every time he gets hit, he boosts his own reduced damage anyway. Makes him pretty hard to kill. So that's nice. Demon Hunter, we're going to go ahead and throw her back into more of a speed roll here. I tried to keep her alive. It didn't work very well. It really didn't. Now, we could run Lethal Fight back to do extra damage. Might not be a bad idea, but 3 million HPs. That's a decent chunk of HPs. Reducing crit damage is pretty important. I think we'll try to keep her alive and see how that works out. But obviously we do want her to be quick, because that's kind of important. For Scary, we're going to go back over here. And Scary is another one of those heroes that, while attack does help him, staying alive helps him more. Because you can build those marks up on enemies. He's going to do some pretty nasty damage. Lethal Fight back might be a pretty... I might run that on him with lower HP. 3.7 mil is not super low. We're going to go ahead and swap that over to reduce crit damage too. Like I said, I kind of want him to stay alive. If he stays alive, I'm assuming he'll hit better. Just do bigger damages. Valentino, kind of the same story. He's got a little less HP though, so that Lethal Fight back might give him a little extra. We'll see what we're running into. If we run into a lot of crit heavy teams that are critting real hard, we might swap it around. A lot of energy artifacts on the account, which is pretty impressive. I don't have any, I don't think. I don't have any on any of my accounts. I'm a peasant when it comes to energy artifacts. Jara over here got the crit stone, but a withered armor artifact. Not a bad combo, I would say, especially for PvP, because it kind of helps keep her alive. You could probably run her a little more attack-based if you wanted to kind of do more damage, because I've seen Jaras drop pretty impressive damage in PvP before, so definitely a thing. But over here, I think this will work just fine. Don't have the E3 enable yet, so resilience not on the table, and that's a little dangerous. Over here, we'll just leave resilience on. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to swap you to speed. Make you a little bit quicker, because you've got to be kind of fast. And she's got the Orb of Annihilation, which is another energy artifact, but it's specific for dark units, gives you quite a bit of skill damage. 1420 speed, not the fastest, but for an E1 unit, that's really not that slow either. So anyways, I feel like this is a pretty solid start. So let's jump out. Let's jump out into the world of PvP. Not super high ranked right now, which is actually a good thing, so I don't want to be fighting people like that. At least not straight out the gate, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to jump over here, and we're going to look at some peeps. We got Sandro PL. We've got a little bit more power. By a little bit, I mean quite a bit, but he's got an E3 Valk, and this account does not have an E3 Valkyrie, so I kind of want to test it out and see how he does just versus an E3 Valk. No Valk versus Valk, let's find out. Let's find out. I'm going to run him in the 1 slot. I think the 1 slot's probably the best place for him. Every basic attack that hits him puts a mark on everybody in the enemy team, which when you detonate does pretty nasty damage. So that's pretty nice. For slot 2, I'm going to go with Dark Arthur. Try to keep her alive, keep her out of Danger Town for a little while. And in the back line, I don't think it's going to really matter all that much. Boop. Boop, something like that. And then we're going to run the Deer. I do like the Deer. You could run Dragon for extra crit and crit damage. Not bad, but I do want to be, I just kind of want to be a little more conservative with my HPs. So if I can get my Deer drop to keep me alive, it might be what I need to win the day. I don't know, we'll see. Let's jump in and let's see what happens. Let us see what we can do. So opening up with the active skill from Demon Hunter's already pretty nice. Getting some silences right out the gate. I like me gusta. Couple, that one petrified, but that's okay. We also get the Valentino's proc on the overcharge, which is pretty solid. Getting those extra stuns in, super great when it comes to PvP. I can't wait to build my Valentino. Asmo is kind of in a turd sandwich right now, though. He's getting hurt quite a bit, which is surprising. There we go, dropped an active skill. Oh, he's getting wrecked on. I'm surprised he died so quick. What hit him so hard? I must have missed something. We're going to go back and watch it. We will go back and we shall watch. Did Val get like an active skill or something? I don't know. I really don't know. Here we go. Ooh. Active skill from Scary hitting pretty hard. Valentino coupled with... Yeah, I don't think that's going to take down Valk. I guess Valk got an active skill off and it hit Asmo. I must have missed it. Which I'm not surprised. I missed things. Here we go. Jar's actually staying alive pretty long. We did lose. We lost. It's sad. Let's see. Valk dropping 22 million damage. So I'm assuming that's what caught my Asmo. I didn't see it land on him, so I guess I missed it. I guess it's just unlucky we didn't get her crowd controlled right out the gate. I don't know. We'll try that. We're going to try another one. We're going to beat a Valk. It's going to happen. 100%. 110%. There's a Valk right here. E3 Valentino, Jara, some Shia action, a little bit of Amuvor action. I'm feeling confident. 1 JKP. You're going down. You're going down. This time we are going to win. We shall win. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. So I guess it must have been the Valk dropped the active skill on him because I missed the burn. But yeah, it's pretty rough. That's a pretty rough start for old Asmo. He got singled out really quick. But here we go. Now he gets... Oh, there you go. That's more like it. When you get those marks stacked up on people, it's just kind of disgusting. So here we go. Got a Deer drop in, get some more health back. I feel like... Yes, it's down to just the Valkyrie, so we can keep Valkyrie crowd controlled while it's not like the best thing in the world, because she does do damage when she's crowd controlled. It also saves you from getting hit by her active skill, which is pretty nasty. Man, her reduced damage is just eating things right now. Come on, team. Come on, bring her down. Bring her to death. You can do it. Get the heals in. Heals is nice. Wolf coming in. Oh, totally just brought down Asmo with that burn damage. And Scary is just... He is not holding the day. He is not holding the day against people. His damage is just not dropping heavy. 37 million damage. Come on, Valkyrie. What are you doing to me here? I'm trying to slay butts and you're not letting me. You're not letting me slay butts. Maybe it's the Deer. Maybe it's the Deer monster. I was going maybe a little bit too conservative with my monster drop. Maybe I need to go raw damage. And maybe that crowd... I don't know if the crowd control is the answer. The crowd control kind of helps Valkyrie put out damage. We'll try a different monster versus Valkyries. Wutan, you got a Valkyrie, of course, because everyone has a Valkyrie. We're going to try this. We're taking down a Valkyrie today. I have said it in my mind place. So let's ditch you, and let's go instead with a snake monster. Let's get a little bit of more damage droppy on our active skill, on our monster drops, instead of just healing, and kind of see if that doesn't work out for us. So here we go. He's got a Karim. I haven't seen a Karim in a while. That's kind of nice. Anyways, let's get this Asmo going. There we go. Little bit of crit action hitting hard. I like that. Going all right. We're heading toward the monster drop. He's got a Rosa in PvP too. That's kind of strange. There we go. A little bit of that. That should boost our damage output too. That's one of the things I think I was missing with the deer. There's a deer drop. Come on. Come on, team. You can do it. She's almost dead. I believe in you. There you go. Go, team. We did it. I think it was just a monster choice. We were just using the wrong monster. We were trying to go all conservative and like, hey, why don't we use something that's kind of healy? And instead what we needed to do was go something ballsy. And we did. We dropped the snake. Things changed, all right? You got to get the snake in there and just poop on people. Snake equals poop. Good stuff. Actually, that wouldn't be a right way to put it. Snake is not poop. He helps you poop. And that's great. He's like a laxative. But anyways, fantastic. There we go. Asmo's still been carrying the team pretty much here. Highest damage pretty much every single round. It's what he does. He does high damage, and we got the Valkyrie down, and we took a Valkyrie down without a Valkyrie in the team. And if you guys don't know, when you run a lot of spread crowd control, Dark Arthidal is probably one of the most notoriously bad about it, is she mainly heals Valkyries, especially a Valkyrie in the 1 slot, because her Petrify on her basic attack just kind of heals Valk up over and over again, which is really dangerous for your team because it kind of makes Valk impossible to kill. Demon Hunter also is pretty bad about healing them with the silence. So you got to be a little bit careful with a lot of spread crowd control going against Valkyrie, but we managed to pull it off. Asmo bringing up enough damage to burst her to death. Scary also coming in there, pretty clutch. So that's good news. That's good news. We're moving on up now. We're going places. All right, Psychosis, what are you looking like? You got a Queen might be a bit of a turd sandwich for this lineup. I don't know. It depends if we can kill her really quick. Queen's a crit reducer, so you got to watch out for that. If she gets your crit reduced down to like nothing, you can't trigger Asmo's marks. It actually might work out in our favor though, because if she keeps my Asmo for crit or my team from critting, then all of a sudden we get a crit, all those marks get detonated at once. And that's going to be pretty nasty damage. So let's jump in here. Let's get a shot. Another Valk. We're going to be taking on another Valk team here without a Valk, which is always dangerous. But I believe with Asmo, it can be done. It can be did. And we shall do it. Here we go. We got an active skill coming from Asmo. Oop, killed somebody. Queen's already down. There we go. I think we were just missing the right monster. Now it is a single Valkyrie up right now. And hopefully we don't just heal her up a lot, because that's the problem, like I said, with Dark Arthidal. She's pretty good at just healing people. Come on. Asmo, you gotta burst a crit here and just do disgusting damage. Do it! That was not a crit. Asmo, that was not a crit. It's okay. I believe, there you go. Go team! Go team! We're doing it. We're making progress. We're taking down the Valkyries without the Valkyries. Even had her drop some nice damage that time. Not bad. I was a little worried when it was just down to Valkyries, because you gotta be careful. You just get a Valkyrie by itself. Like I said, these can give them, look at that, 10 million heals. She healed like nobody's business, but it wasn't enough. It was not enough to outdo all the damages of the team. But again, Asmo coming out on top. Asmo's kind of like the big damage unit on the team. He's really rocking some serious damage output. I like it. I like it much. Now, when I faced Asmo on my account, I had no crowd control. So I wasn't stunning people or silencing people. And the Asmo I fought was putting out like 27 million damage, but I would say that's primarily because I could never crowd control anybody. So he just got free reign on detonating crits and destroying my whole life, and it was a little sad, but that happens. It's part of life. Let's keep going here. 1.5 millions I wouldn't say is going to be an Ooh, Sandro. Do we want to retry Sandro? I think we do. I really think we want to retry Sandro. This time, though, with a snake. Because last time we were like, let's try a deer. And it didn't work out super hot. But this time, who needs a deer when you have a snake? And that is absolutely how we're going to do it. We're going to take some people down today. It's going to be fantastico. Here you go. Asmo's going to get an active skill soon. It's going to be amazing. I'm smelling death in the air. Oh, he got stunned somehow. Never mind. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. The burn landed on Asmo. That's Danger Town. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, Vesa. Oh, Vesa, you turd sandwich. Of all the people I didn't want you to kill, it was pretty much exactly the person you killed. So we're going to be probably up a creek right now. We don't have enough damage without Asmo, I think, to bring down Valkyrie. The burn's going to take down Scary, then it's just crowd control. Kind of the same story as last time. If Asmo goes down, it's bad news bears. And I would say, yeah, 21 million damage. Asmo's still dropping the most damage. He died early, still did the most damage. Also, that Vesa... Like, you don't hit my Asmo. What does she want to do? She wants to hit the Asmo. We're going to take, you know what we're doing? We are taking down Sandro. It's going to happen. I believe in ourselves. We shall do it. Sandro, hold on to your butts. Here comes death. Death is coming for you. It's going to be great and fantastic. Just got to keep that Valk from dropping a big burn on Asmo, but also got to somehow keep that Vesa from dropping nasty nukes. Here we go. We're going to make it this time. I'm feeling okay about it. If we could get oh gosh, the burn landed on Asmo again. I don't like it. Of all the people you could burn, why do you always burn Asmo? It's just not my jam. Okay, then the extra burn still killed him. Scary's just not handling the Valkyrie the way he should be. He needs another Scary. That's kind of the problem with single Scaries in PvP. He can put out some damage, but without a secondary Scary to stack those marks, they don't do quite as much damage as you'd really like. Better in PvE, of course, to have a single Scary rather than like a King Barton or something, but as you can see, even a 9-star King Barton dropping pretty substantial damage. I feel like that slot right there, having a King Barton, wouldn't be a bad deal here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to win this fight. It's going to happen. You might not believe. You'll be like, you know what, Raph? I don't think you're going to win it. You know what? You is wrong. We are going to win this. Sandro, it's vendetta time. You're going down, my man. You can't just keep shaming on the Asmo with that dirty little Valk. Oh, never mind. There comes the burn on Asmo, round 1. Oh, and burn him twice. Why don't you just keep burning him to death? That's exactly what you ought to do. Well, this is going to be a wash. Sad face. Absolute sad face. Get wrecked on. Here goes Scary. Scary is dead. Everybody's dead. Valk's like, I don't care. I don't care about nothing. Valk, still a cheese unit that nobody loves. Valk, hate you. Hate you so much. But again, let us keep in mind, this team is not really designed for taking down Valkyries. The only unit that can really do it is Asmo. If he goes down, it's pretty much over, because everything else, if you lose Asmo, nothing here can kill a Valkyrie. Not a single one of them. They all pretty much just feed her HP, other than Scary, and Scary can't really burst her down either. So maybe Valkyries aren't a good idea, but you know, good luck finding someone without a Valkyrie in PvP. They're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. See? Nobody doesn't have a Valkyrie. Everyone has a Valkyrie. It's still a thing. Do we have anybody without one? Anybody at all? Anybody that can poop on without a Valkyrie? Everybody's got a Valkyrie. At least this guy's got a Horus. He's changing things up a little bit. Sandro. I want to beat Sandro. I want to take Sandro out behind the woodshed and just spank his booty. We're going to do it. You know what? It's going to happen. I'm committed. I'm sorry if I'm taking your PvP rankings right now, but it must happen. We must destroy the Valkyrie. It's got to happen. It's been too bad. She's been getting away with too much crapo. I don't much appreciate it. Okay, come on, team. You got to get some damage out there. There we go. Ugh. Kill people. There we go. We got a Scary down. Got a snake drop. He's got a deer drop. That's a little bit danger. Boop. Okay, so it's just... Okay, come on. Oh, no. No, dirty Valk. I hate your soul. I hate everything about your family. Hey, Scary almost got her that time. Almost. But not quite. 18 million damage? Come on, Valk, you dirty cheese unit. No one loves you. Nobody loves you at all. I hate you for one. Just everybody. Everybody and their brother. Maybe we gotta check and see what we're rocking here. All right? Is there something that a man could change? We've got a lot of HP here. Maybe that's not the problem. But it is getting him burned by Valk a lot. So you know what? Let's try swapping up a little bit of attack. Let's try to maybe we'll ditch the extra HP Zors. I don't want to ditch reduced damage, but let's do it. Let's drop an Antlers Cane. We could go with like a crit artifact here. This has more attack, precision, and skill damage. Pretty powerful. We're going to try an Antlers Cane on this guy. Lower his HP a little bit. Boost his attack by a lot of bit. And let's... Scary, you've got more HP. Can we get someone else above that HP threshold? No, it's still going to be mainly Asmo and Scary catching the burns. But if Scary goes down, I think we're probably still okay. Sandro, you know what time it is, Sandro. It's time to come back. Look at this. Sandro's making me look bad. But Sandro today, Sandro's going to look bad. Get ready, Sandro. Hold on to your butt, Sandro. We're coming back, and this time we have a more powerful Asmo with mucho damage. Just much damage. It's going to be crazy. You're going to just crap your pants when he hits you. It's going to be just ridiculous. Are you ready for this? Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, there it went. There it went. Go Asmo. All right, come on. I bereave. You can do it. You can do it. Keep her stunned. Active skill time. No crit. That's not good news. You need to be critting people. Oh, silenced. Perfect. Okay, we can make it happen. We did it. Suck it. Suck it, Sandro. I don't even know who you are, but it's very, very rewarding to beat you. I've only been trying. Oh, there we go, baby. The winning ticket. 26 million damage. Maybe I'm just terrible at PvP, which is highly likely. I don't do a lot of PvP. But today, we have cheesed all over the Valk. She was like, I dropped 25 million damage. And I was like, 25 million, that's child's play. 26 million damage from the Asmo. Swapping things over to more attack definitely seemed to make quite a big difference there. Reduced damage. Turd hats might not have been the answer I was looking for when it came to fighting Valkyries. So how about we look for another Valkyrie and see if we can't repeat the process. This guy's got some crowd controlage, okay, but he's also got a King Barton. He's got a Valkyrie. Valkyrie's always good to fight. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can't repeat the process of Valkonage. You know what I'm saying? We got it last time, and that's important. Plus, the higher attack stat, obviously going to be boosting the amount of damage that Asmo drops in general. So, boop. There you go. Get some people killed. We got a burn landed on Asmo. I don't know if it wasn't the big one. I think the big one hit Scary. That's good. There we go. There we go. Asmo, would you just... Oh, you didn't crit. You didn't crit. It's okay. I'll let it slide this time. Active skill is going to do it. Just kidding. Didn't do it. There you go. Go team. Go team. There we go. Asmo really starting to show his colors now. A little bit more damage, a little less tanky, less reserved, more just go out and just balls out smash people. Seems like that was the winning ticket. So I like. That's good. Anybody else with a Valkyrie want to get pooped on right now? This guy's looking like he wants to get pooped on. What about this guy? E2 Vesa. Let's do it. Let's do it again. I'm feeling froggy. I'm feeling froggy now that we started winning some battles. Let's keep going. Hopefully we can take down this dude again. Valkyries, they're Danger Town. Here we go. Get that active skill in there. Didn't quite take out the Vesa, which is a little bit Scary Town. Ooh, just kidding. There goes Vesa. Oh, what the butt? That snake did like 16 billion damage or something. I think it just had like a stroke. That snake procced and her HP went down to like 0. No, it didn't do 1 billion damage, but Asmo sure did. 22.5 million damage. I think we were just dumb. I think that was the problem. I think I was just taking Asmo and was like, let's keep Asmo alive. And instead what I should have been doing is, let's just go out. And let's just be 100% slay time. And I'm telling you what, that Antlers Cane is doing some absolute butt slayage right now. We've got it figured out. We went from 0 to hero. Oh, yes. What about this guy? 2.2 million. Got an E3 Amu. That's a little bit dangerous because he does do extra damage to Asmos if he hits him. Few E3s in here, a couple E2s. Or one E2, I said. Math is hard. But also a Valkyrie. Let's see if we can't take down this guy. Let's try it. This is a little more ambitious. A little more ambitious of a battle. But, you know, what the crap. I'm on a roll now. We've got to get in here. We've got to get in here and just do things. Things must happen. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Okay. Looking good. Boom. Okay. All right. Valentino's down. Amuvor's down. It's just down to Valkyrie now. How'd she get frozen? Just kidding. Jara has freeze. Totally forgot. You know. Ooh, keep her stunned. There we go. Stun locker. She can't move. We can burst her to death. Do it. Do it. Yes. Victory. Victory. Oh, we're going for the ambitious wins, and we are winning. Look at that damage. I was just dumb. Reduced damage, obviously not the idea here. You want to go just balls in with damage. Antlers Cane just pooping on everybody's soul right now. It's absolutely disgusting. What else could you run in that slot other than Antlers Cane? I mean, Punisher Staff probably would work pretty well, I would assume. But man, that thing is just, that's eating people up right now, dude. It's just destroying people's lives. And I'm a big fan. Big fan of life destroying. So do one more battle here. See if we can't carry on the old Destructor-ness. Have we fought DK's Lion's Might before? Have we fought you with the E3? This looks familiar. I feel like I fought that. I can always look. Have I fought that before? Sandro got wrecked. How'd that feel? I don't know. I don't know if we fought that before or not. What about you? E3 Berea, you don't see a lot of those in PvP. I want to fight it now. I want to fight it because I haven't seen an E3 Berea in PvP in a while, so let's take that down. Or try to. Berea does have a lot of burst damage on the frontline units, so you gotta be a little bit careful. If you can't crowd control them, you're gonna be in a little bit of Dookie Town. Also, Queen here, reducing crit, but there we go. We took some damage on Asmo. And this is what we've been dodging earlier. We've been dodging a lot of that damage on Asmodel from Valkyries. I think it's gonna go down for Asmo. Yep, he's down. So that's gonna be I don't think we're gonna be able to beat down the Valkyrie now. I think we're probably in Dookie Town. Yeah. When the big burn hits him, you got to keep that Valkyrie under control so she can't drop that active skill. Even though he died, still 20 million damage, out-damaged the Valkyrie, which is still pretty impressive. Berea dropped 7.7 mil. We've got to do a rematch. It's got to happen. I mean, it's got to be a thing. You can't just lose and be like, well, that's the end of the video. No, we're coming back and winning, all right? You thought you had me. You thought you had me down like, oh, I don't know if he's going to do enough. We're coming back. We're coming back. We're going to win. We're going to destroy your whole family. It's going to be great. It's going to be a good time. So here we go. Asmo dropping an active skill, pooping on a couple people. That looks good. Looks real good. We need... Oh, no. Got the burn on Asmo again. That's never fun. Oh, wait a minute. Must not hit him too hard. There we go. There we go. It's going down now, buddy. It's going down. Just keep her crowd controlled, and that's it for you. Uh-oh. She's not crowd controlled. Just kidding. She missed Asmo, so it doesn't even matter. Get wrecked on, nerd. Victory. 23.9 million damage. That's hot. I like it. I like it a lot. So we figured out how to kill Valkyries without a Valkyrie. All you need is an Asmo, which is pretty easy to build. So that's a joke. He's not easy to build, but we did it. I feel pretty accomplished. We started out in a rough patch. Sandro was just pooping on us, and I was like, Sandro, this isn't cool. You've got to tone it down. And then we came back, made a couple adjustments, and the adjustments seemed to work out quite well. Just building the Asmo for some really raw damage. Probably could have gone with swapping Shelter out for the lethal fight back, and that might have even been even better for taking down the Valkyries, getting that extra damage versus units with higher health, which Valkyrie normally will have. Might have been a pretty decent run there. But overall, I would say swapping the Antlers King was probably the biggest deal that made a difference. We went from 100,000 attack to 135,000. Quite a big deal. Lowering our HP, I think, also helped a lot, because it kept those big burns from landing on him. Now, of course, if you got hit by that big burn, it still is pretty nasty, so got to be careful for that. But overall, I would say that worked out pretty well. He pooped on a lot of people once we figured out how to run him. And I think that's kind of the thing for a lot of heroes. Even if they're really good, if you don't know how to use them, you might not think they're very good, but Asmo definitely a solid unit there. Pooping on people. When it came to PvE, dropping pretty solid damage, especially for having no Heart Watcher, no Sigmund available. Pretty solid dude. Makes me want to build one probably on my PvP account. I think I'll keep my Ada, but I'm going to start building Asmo behind Ada and run like an Asmo and Ada team, because I feel like that would be really strong right now. So one more time before we head out, big, gigantic, massive thank you to both Jessie and Nick for this. Super duper appreciate it. Allowed me to poop on some people on your account. So that was good. That was fantastic. Thank you very much for that. But that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please make sure, smash that thumbs up button and show your support. And I will see you guys in the next one.